Welcome. Welcome. We wanted to introduce, for those of you who don't know, Elisa Rose Goddard. We wanted to introduce her because she's been doing something very special for our foundation for conscious living, and we wanted to tell you about it.
Every Thursday night here in Ojai, Elisa leads a group of ecstatic dancers, and our foundation, the Foundation for Conscious Living, is very proud to sponsor all of this. And so we wanted to bring Elisa in and just talk to her a little bit about what she's got going on there, because it's turned out to be wildly popular. So Elisa, tell us a little bit about how'd you first get interested in dance and music as a way of creative expression?
I fell in love with dance actually as a child. It was my first thing I thought I wanted to be when I grew up as a professional dancer, and I started to play my own songs when I was 10 and write songs around that time and play guitar, and I learned piano years later and singing, always accompanying the instruments. And you know, it's been this very organic process of discovering the real healing, transformative power of both the dance and music. And honestly, a lot of the work that I did with you was very supportive in the leadership and transformation program.
Elisa is a graduate of our leadership and transformation program, and that's where I first discovered particularly how you can follow the waves of energy, the cycles of energy of getting people engaged and then letting the energy mount and then pulling it back a little bit and then giving people a chance to have a real fulfilling energy experience. And I got curious about, because you're such a master at it, are you aware that you're doing that?
I am. Yeah, I love the group dynamic, and coming from a dance background myself, of understanding how the body likes to warm up and being so musically inclined, there's a way that I want to open like a flower, and I want that for the room, and I want that for the experience of the people. And I also am following the waves of when we start to tire, and instead of pushing through, what if the music can fall back and everything can slow down and we can follow those waves. 5 Rhythms has been influential. Ecstatic dance itself is a container that is happening all over the world. So all these things have colored what we're doing. But it's, you know, the safe space to just move and have it not be a party where you're drinking or engaging, up in each other's faces, talking, to have a space where we're there to just move together. And we're holding the guidelines that we're not going to start a conversation on the dance floor. If you want to speak while we're at dance, you can take it outside, and that's a guideline that I really hold to, because I want people to have their experience and not have it be interrupted. And so it's such a special thing that happens, and I'm so grateful to the foundation for supporting it.
Well, it's
the kind of thing we love to support. Going into the winter like we are, I think it's particularly great to give people a place to convene in the winter time, you know, when energy is slowed down and people have a way to connect with each other.
Yeah, and one of the things I love about the experience that you create is that people really feel free to be themselves. They really feel free to move the way they want to move. And so you can see just a variety of things going on all the time. But there's something that happens in each one, which I call everybody being in the beat. You know, at some point during the evening. And I see you arrange that just so reliably that at a certain point, you know, everybody's moving individually, but they're all in the beat, and there's this deep sense of connection that I think is so nourishing. And that's one of the things I so appreciate about your artistry, about doing this.
And I haven't been able to go for the last few months because, as some of you know, I broke my leg a while back, and have been not dancing ecstatically for the past few months.
We've missed you.
I know, and I've missed it too, because Katie and I were your first and best customers for all of this. But I wanted to so much appreciate you for what you're doing, because you give people such a tangible experience of what transformation is really about. So thank you so much for being with us in this great project, which I think of as really sacred dance.
Yes.
You know, because when it's working really well and everybody's in it together, it does feel like something that people have been doing for thousands of years.
It's so valuable. And if you want to find out how to do this in your community, on the website, the Foundation for Conscious Living website, there's actually a recipe for how you can create your own ecstatic dance experience in your community, and we'll include that in the link for you.
Yes, and Elisa, since you're only busy on Thursday nights, and if people wanted to get you on some other night, how would they get hold of you?
You can contact me through my website, which is Elisa, spelled E-L-I-S-A, rose, like the flower, .com, so elisarose.com. I'm also on Instagram under the handle Elisa Rose Musica, and I would love to support your creative endeavors if you're wanting to have an experience like this at your home for a special birthday, or if you have an event space that you're wanting to bring this type of experience into. I'd love to explore what collaboration could look like. So
Well, good. Well, thank you very much for what you're doing for us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
You're so welcome. I'll just say it's so nourishing to have this consistent space for myself to go and receive all that I do every week, and then to receive all of the appreciation and the stories from the community of what it means for them. It's really special. It's really changing lives, and I didn't know it would to the extent that it is when I started this.
Well, yay, have fun and create transformation at the same time. That's great.
That's kind of what we had in mind.
You guys knew.
All right, so thank you.